such a fun build. That's the biggest thing that I cannot stress enough. I don't know if it is the absolute most efficient or anything. Boop. I don't care if it is. I have a lot of fun with it. What's up, Scyushi Squad? We are back again for some more Minecraft Dungeons. Should I do the trove thing? Minecraft Dungeons. It doesn't make any sense and it's probably cringe, but who cares? I am the Cringe Man. That's my name. That's actually my legal middle name is Mr. Cringe. So anyways, hi, how you doing? Hope you're doing fantastic. Hope this video makes your day even better. I'm sorry to report that I'm going to be skipping over the video I promised you guys of daily trials. Daily trials are not really the most interesting for a video, honestly speaking. They're great for streaming, except for the fact that they are once a day completable. You can't repeat them. However, there is a bug that I found where sometimes if you start a daily trial and then you have a friend join you while you're in the middle of that trial, the daily trial will not actually say that it's complete, so you can just repeat it over and over again. But shh, don't tell anybody that I told you that. So today, you already saw the title of the video, we're going to be focusing on the new roll build. Is this the meta of Minecraft Dungeons? To that I say, Minecraft Dungeons has meta? So anyways, this is a super duper fun build. I absolutely love it. I'm so fortunate that I ended up getting this roll with all my gear, because this build in general, like, I just got super duper lucky with it. Basically, I am rocking the ghostly armor. This is a new armor that, as far as I know, you can only get it out of the jungle daily trial. I think the daily trials are secretly lying about some of the gear that you can get, because I know for a fact that there is bee armor in the game, but I think you can only get it when the daily trial is up here for the fiery forge. I could be wrong about that, but basically the daily trials themselves will be random which ones you get and then which modifiers you get for the mission. But consider them to be like invisible levels that just show up from time to time. So you could get a daily trial on Cacti Canyon. Sometimes you'll get a daily trial up here that's for Fiery Forge. And I think that that one in particular has like the B set. Whereas these daily trials, I'm pretty sure are always the same. No, because I had one for the Dingy Jungle and that one kind of sucked. Ghostly Armor. So briefly gain ghost form when rolling, so literally while we roll we would roll through enemies, so that's insane. 30% chance to negate hits, okay, whatever, but you can see that we actually got swift-footed, 50% movement speed after we roll, fire trail, 1.3k fire damage after we roll, and electrified, 3.4k damage after we roll. So yeah, that's pretty OP. And then on top of that, the Stormhander. So the reason why I'm using this is because I had it with like a weaker weapon. It's great if you have it on like a strong weapon like this that doesn't have a combo, because it basically means that bam, we don't have to do a 1, 2, third hit is the strongest. We just bam, this is the strongest attack, right? But on top of that, there's a new enchantment called Dynamo. And with that enchantment, oh, my pug is here. It's the middle of the night, sweetheart, but she really, really wants attention and to sit on me. So Dynamo is a new enchantment that was added with the most recent update, and it will basically, every time we roll, we end up building up our total amount of damage by 1,000. On top of that, it stacks. And it doesn't seem to have any timer before it dissipates. So we literally could just keep spamming it over and over and over again. I've gotten it up to 100, hit a boss, it takes like half of its health away, because the point is, boop, you expend it all on your next attack, right? The one thing that is kind of annoying that I wish they ended up changing with Dynamo is that so many times I'll accidentally just smack the ground when I'm trying to pick something up, and that will end up spending your Dynamo. So yeah, kind of unfortunate. Now the big thing that make or breaks this build, the reason why it's so OP and that roll build actually works, is because the devs have given a lot of love to rolling just in general with a lot of different enchantments, including there's another enchantment, this one right here actually, Tumblebee. So you, once it's maxed out, you'd have 100% chance of summoning a bee to join your fight, which they're okay. They can take aggro and do a decent amount of damage. Most of all, it's because they can take aggro. You can only have 3 of them at a time. But my point is they have so many things that work with rolling. There's another enchantment here, Acrobat, which can reduce your roll cooldown by 45% if you have it maxed out, which in general is just really good. But the biggest thing, and the reason why the roll build is even possible now, is because they changed Light Feather, which is an artifact that was already in the game. Light Feather, you would normally just jump from one position to another. It basically acts the same as a roll, and the point is when you land, you end up stunning all the enemies. But they changed it so that Light Feathers will actually activate all of your roll triggers. So everything activates every time I end up using a feather. On top of just rolling myself, and it's building up Dynamo so that we are just maximizing our damage to an insane degree. Bop! It's crazy, dude. It's absolutely crazy. I want to point out, too, this hammer does not have, like, god rolls or anything. It's just because it has Dynamo. I mean, the crit I'll take. Weakening's kind of useless because with this build, we're not really attacking enemies that much. We're kind of just running in and, well, you'll see. Now, before we get started, I just want to mention my auto crossbow right here, just in case you guys are curious, because this thing is actually really good. I think this is a new unique for the rapid fire crossbow, or at least it's new to me. I've never seen this before in my life. I got fused shot, so every third shot is explosive. Chain reaction, which can shoot 5 arrows in all directions, 30% chance at that, and 60% chance of an arrow ricocheting. So pretty good enchantments in the first place. But the base abilities of the rapid fire is just high fire rate in general, and then the unique trait of the auto crossbow is fire rate increases upon firing. So it literally has a passive of acceleration. It kind of speaks for itself. It's a lot of fun. I use this whenever I am in trouble. I mean, it might not be as OP as the good old Heart Bow. Heart Bow is really good for AoE. This is really good for single target, but just generally speaking. So anyways, let's hop into a map. We're not going to do any of the snow maps. They take too long, and unfortunately, the Illusioner boss, I mean, I hate that guy. He sucks. Like, the one thing that I would say about these DLC maps is it's almost like they crammed 6 maps into 3. Because these maps take a little too long. That's my one and only complaint with the DLC. So, what we could do today, maybe we'll just do like a standard level. Maybe something like, I mean, the swamp, honestly speaking, is one of my favorite levels. But let's just do Creeper Woods. Just because it's the usual, you know, well, I'll just be able to show you guys how the build ends up working. And I'll try to remember to put a timestamp in the description or something so that you guys can just skip to the build. So, hi, if you just skipped to the build section or gameplay section, here it is. Everything up to this point was pretty much explanation. So as you can see, I literally just roll. It casts the Thunder, which is an AoE that procs on enemies that are nearby. The fire that's put behind us is absolutely beautiful and can just decimate enemies. While also the fact that we can use our feathers pretty much on cooldown. I just got to keep my timing a little bit off, because if I spam my feathers, I will end up I will end up using all of them, and I basically I can't cast them 100% on cooldown. It's not like I can spam them, so we just gotta take it a little bit slower. And anytime I normally deal with ranged enemies, I kind of just do this, because this bow is just so OP. I mean, obviously it just drains our arrows, but if there's ever a point where I need to like just clear enemies, otherwise if they're all in a group, then this is not bad. I mean, gravity can be okay as an ability as well for something like this, just because you'd be able to pull them into your fire. I was using that with a kind of more offensive melee build for a while, until I ended up getting this armor as a drop with these god rolls, like seriously. And I love the fact, like, you might say swift-footed technically doesn't really help, because obviously it doesn't help towards the DPS angle. But I could care less about that, because honestly speaking, I like the fact that I get the extra movement speed. Oh, this is also new, by the way. The one thing that I love about these devs is every time they add stuff, every time they add the new DLCs, so far they've added like free, just patched content. And with it, you guys may have noticed that there is a lot of different world generation now. So while obviously the maps are generally going to end up staying the same, this area in particular, in this creeper level only, this is the only one that I'm talking about anyways, this is brand new. This was never here before. So it's awesome that they're slowly adding content to the existing game rather than just abandoning it like most devs. I haven't played through every map, so it's not like I've seen all of the new stuff, honestly speaking, because I mean, obviously I just kind of have my favorites, my playlist, as you will, of maps that I go through. Most of all, just like the Soggy Swamp and stuff. See, like right there, I ended up wasting my dynamo because my character attacked the ground for whatever reason, and it didn't register the hit on the necromancer or whatever the heck he's called. Which that sucks. Like that's something that I genuinely don't like. I wish that was not a thing. But you can see we can play pretty aggressive in this area just because, I mean, honestly speaking, it's not difficult. When you're doing like some of the daily trials or like some of the more hardcore like DLC areas, because the DLC areas are a lot stronger, you gotta play a lot safer. Like, oh my god. That's kind of why I figured we would just go to a starting map here. But you can see too, if we ever need to get out, it's easy to do, and our fire is slowly clearing everything up as well. Any chasers just get absolutely decimated. Like, it's such a fun build. That's the biggest thing that I cannot stress enough. I don't know if it is the absolute most efficient or anything. Boop. I don't care if it is. I have a lot of fun with it. That's the biggest thing. Like, it is so fun to use, dude. Oh no! The skeletons! Whoops! That made short work of them. I mean, that's granted still one of the weakest weakest mini bosses that you can get in the game, but whatever. It's funny, I think they fixed them so that they do actually like attack now instead of just standing there. Well, no, because those ones didn't attack me. But just in general, like, you can see, I mean, it's not like this is a god build. You can still run into trouble. There are still sections where I will actually swap to different gear just because I need like more survivability, or just generally speaking, I'm not doing enough damage or something. But for the most part, I'm greedy and I just try to rock this build no matter what. The only difference being is that I have to play things a lot safer, because that's the one really cool thing about this build as well. There we go. That's a high dynamo for you. Is that you have a lot of survivability. I mean, you're obviously kind of a glass cannon. Because I literally, like, on higher daily challenges, I'll get one shot by creatures, and that's kind of what sucks. So if I'm playing in a party with friends, then I can just play with this build because I can be very aggressive and not worry as much about dying. But there's certain daily trials that will be just jerky, you know, like they're mean, where it'll be like, oh, you have 1 life and 75% of your health. It's like, as if I'm not already getting one shot in the first place, dude, you know? But I just think that it's really cool that they've been slowly adding more and more enchants, and you can see like how powerful the firewall ends up being, and it just, my god, why is that? Normally there's an extra villager up there. But yeah, again, the worst thing for me is just trying to keep the timing. I gotta stay calm, and I gotta make sure that I have the right timing with my feather, because otherwise, if you don't have a roll set up, you're in trouble. As you can see, like, I'm slowly getting picked apart because I'm not rolling at a proper timing here. And there I played a little too aggressive, but it ended up working out either way. Yeah. So hopefully you guys and gals can end up getting lucky enough to end up getting this. Most of all, I just wanted to show you guys that this was possible. This will probably end up being our last Minecraft Dungeons video for a while. Honestly speaking, Minecraft Dungeons is not the most popular on the channel. We have some new games coming out later this week, and on top of that, I don't know if I have the time to stream this game. I've been playing it a lot myself, but the thing is, I pretty much just pick up the game, play it for a little while. I might walk away from the computer and stuff. So if I'm streaming, I try to actually sit there and engage and like be playing it the whole time. And that just doesn't really happen with the way that I play this game. Like, I play this extremely casually, and that is exactly why I love it so much. Like, it's such a fun game. All these extra merchants are pretty cool too. I've never gotten anything good out of this guy. He always sells me crap. Puh, you're trash, man. Get out of here. Yeah. Thanks for watching, gamers. Really appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoyed. And if you did, smash like, sub for more, buy the merch you want to support the channel, and have a great day. Bye-bye.